What's that?
I can't see it yet from our channel. Go away. Yeah, I can see that you're live.
Oh, someone's here.
There you go.
Hello, hello, hello. Trying out this vertical live one. Is that you that's on here?
Yeah, it's me, babe.
Oh.
That's
Jess is the only one in here. Can you see the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna check just to see how it works. I didn't get the thumbs up though. Somebody else did that.
Awesome. How's everybody doing? There's Dave.
Dave, okay.
Rain's not falling yet. That's why we're a little bit early on going live tonight. Once the rain starts falling, you can't hear anything in this dome. I saw another creator who was on the vertical live, a new feature, so I wanted to try it out. Oh, that's Barnaby and Resi being Barnaby and Resi. This is the time that they get pretty rambunctious, I would say. Barnaby, relax, bud. We wanted to talk about. Come here, Barnaby. Come here. Come here, goofball. Come here. No? All right. We wanted to kind of like talk to everybody about what we're had in the plans for the near future, since we weren't able to get a video out tonight. Jess is sick and we weren't finished with what we were doing, and we kind of decided that we weren't going to put videos out until they were actually done. How you doing, Louisville? What's up, Donnie? How you doing too? So today I was pouring concrete all day and mixing. My back's a little tore up, but soon we are going to, in the next few days, I'm going to finish building a brand new set of steps coming up to the geodesic dome. So we'll finally have a safe, comfortable set of steps to walk up that both Jess's mom and my father can walk up easily with a handrail. Kind of excited about that. Got a really cool design for it too. We have all the wood, but we got all the wood, and then all of a sudden we had all these freezes coming for the plan that I have. We needed concrete footer, so we couldn't pour any concrete for the past week. And today it was finally like 50 degrees out during the day, and I was like, no freeze overnight, we'll be all right. So finally got that done and kind of move forward.
Fridge don't work.
What's that?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Oh. Kentucky and got yeah, actually I only had one tick this year. Wasn't bad. Last year they were kind of ridiculous, but this year for some reason there were none. Even the dogs didn't get them on them, although we do keep them treated. How's the dome kilt? It makes a big difference. For anybody who doesn't know, we finally got a skirting up with a really thick, heavy tarp around the deck that the dome sits on, and we see a noticeable difference in temperature in here now because the wind's not just blowing underneath, coming up through the floor. Hey, Lake Girl, how you doing? You all getting a bunch of rain too tonight? Is it raining where you are too, Dave, right now? I think I saw you said that. What's that, Jess?
I was trying to see where you could like it from. I couldn't find it.
Jess is over in the bed right now, healing up from being sick all week. She's been getting worse and worse and worse. She can hear her in the background. I don't know if you can, but
I'll come say hi in a bit.
Oh man. It's the second night. Well, I mean, when I wanted to do the concrete, we had like multiple nights in a row where it was like 11 and 14 degrees, I believe, and I just didn't want to risk it. I don't have enough experience working with concrete, I figured, you know, I saw that we had a couple days coming up where it was going to be warmer temperatures. I just said, I'll just do it then, just to be safe. Howdy, Eddie. How you doing? Tonight's going to be fine. It's going to be in the 40s tonight, which I'm not complaining about. It means I don't have to have a roaring fire going all night. I get a little bit of sleep. I always sleep so consciously when we have the wood stove going, just because I don't want the coals to go out. Because you know what, in the middle of the night, restarting a fire sucks. It's the worst. Although we have yet to have to do that this year, right, Jess?
Right. Yeah. Having a bigger wood stove makes all the difference.
Yeah, the bigger wood stove does make a big difference. But so we talked about the steps, which are going to be awesome. I can't wait for everybody to see. That video will be out next Sunday. But some other things that we got going on. We have been getting the supplies. The final part, I believe, or one of the final parts comes tomorrow for an upgraded solar system. And now this solar system is going to be pretty badass. It's going to be a major upgrade. I can't wait to do that video. I can't wait to see how much power we actually have with all the batteries that were sent to us. We're going with a 48-volt system. I think it's going to kind of drastically increase the quality of our life. Anyway, temperature is about the same. Hey, look, I was looking up a whole bunch of videos on how to pour concrete in the cold weather. I just didn't feel comfortable. I wanted to just wait. One thing I'm real excited to get into. We worked with mushrooms a little bit over the past few years. Yesterday, I got a whole. Was it yesterday? Yeah, we got a whole bunch of mushroom supplies that we're going to be growing inside the dome all winter long. We're going to kind of test out a whole bunch of different strains, and I want to save spores, make my own spore solutions, inoculation bags. I want to see how much we can actually supplement our meals with mushrooms this year. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm doing a lot of research on them, and it's really interesting to me. That's right, Jess. Mushroom. I suck at doing lives, everyone. I just wanted to hang out with everybody because I feel really bad when we don't get a video out, and but we really were working hard. The temperatures and just being sick really kind of put a halt to a lot of things this week.
Plus, my mom visited.
Plus, your mom was visiting, yeah, and Jess was gone for a few days. Me and the dogs were, well, me, Barnaby, and Sally were
cramping the YouTube style.
Huh?
I said it's always me cramping our style.
You hear that? You heard it straight from her mouth. Jess is the one cramping the style. Why don't you put that in the chat so everybody knows that I'm not just saying that? Oh man, this is cool though. I like the new vertical format for these lives. Kind of like TikTok. Your style cramper. Man, a lot of people shooting tonight. You hear that in the background? Yeah. So what's everyone else up to tonight? What?
Nothing, I'm laughing at, like, girl.
Oh.
Laughing at you.
Ooh. Well, I'm not to this thing. Man. So, want to hear something that really sucks now? So, if y'all watched our Blue Eddy review video that we put out like 2 weeks ago, we got that big new fridge and freezer, right? Well, it stopped working. It's like, darn. No wonder it was free. But it's such a nice fridge and freezer, we're thinking that it might be worth calling a repair person out to take a look at it and see if it's fixable. I don't know. Working, Tammy? Get back to work. What are you doing here? I'm just kidding. Staying dry. Well, we're kind of staying dry. We'll see tonight. Every time it rains, the water just pours inside the dome from the corners, and I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. Huh?
Down the chimney pipe.
And down the chimney pipe, but with this thing going, that just burns right off, so it's okay. Yeah, this thing's not sealed properly. We're still committed. We are going to be done this dome by winter's end. At least when winter happens, we're done working in here for the most part. We're going to be focused more on the outside with the food forest, the garden, upgrading the solar setup out where the panels are. I got a really cool plan for that too, which Jess I have not shared with you yet, but it's going to be awesome. Much cleaner looking. Spending your lunch break with us? I appreciate that. What you eating? Thank you, someone else. We're doing our best. I'm really wanting to get back to more consistent videos, and we have a lot of videos planned out ahead this time. For the first time ever, we've got 3 or 4 ahead planned out, just because we have so many different products that we have to implement into our videos, like the solar, mushrooms, a bunch of stuff.
The new cool gardening thing, indoor gardening.
Yeah, the new the hydroponic. We're gonna have a hydroponic system going in here now that we have the power for that. Hopefully growing some leafy greens all winter. Got to finish this loft and the shelving. A lot to do, but I'm ready for the challenge. It's going to be fun. I was feeling extra motivated today. My back, not so much, but I'm going to pay for that tomorrow. Luckily, it's going to be raining for the next 2 days, so it's gives my back a little break. Lets me get caught up on some of the things we got to do in here. And then you're off Tuesday, right, Jess? Mm-hmm. And Jess is off Tuesday, and she better be better by then, because I need her help. Oh, don't you put out a little cough for me?
Sorry, that was just perfect.
Joking. Solar, mushroom garden, world domination.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Plumbing. We got to plumb building a shower in here, which we finally came out with a good idea for that. God, when I think about it, we have to put out more videos just because there's so much to do. But we're kind of a little bit over on a roll. Things have been going better for us in a lot of ways. A lot of opportunity. Oh, we do our best, Lake Girl. We do our best with what we got. Who is that? Jeez. You hear that? Very cool. Oh, anyway. And this is definitely, what time is it, babe? 6:30. No, we haven't had any experience with the microgreens, but with the hydroponic set, we're going to be growing a whole bunch of different greens. I'm going to be setting that up hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I appreciate that, someone else. It does help. I appreciate that. Hey, James. What's a gray water reed bed treatment system? I never heard of that one. I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do with our gray water system, how we're going to filter it. I was looking at the way they use fish. I forget what it was called. And then there's another one where they use the worms. Rain and 50 degrees ain't bad though. It's better than the 14 and 11 degrees we've been having. I appreciate that someone else. We try. We really wanted to inspire, not through like our great accomplishments, but more, our perseverance through all the hardships and like, really trying to achieve this goal. We're doing our best. We really are. Jess is over in bed feeling sick. She's been sick for the past 3 or 4 days. It's been gradually getting a little sicker and sicker. Thankfully, I'm not sick. You are not going to blow any germs on me. I'll sleep on the couch. Wetland. Okay. So basically constructing a wetland that filters it naturally. That's pretty cool. Kicking butt. There's Jess.
I'm not a total wreck yet.
You want to sit here for a sec?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm just coming to say hi. Let everyone know that I am here.
Huntsville? Oh. Huntsville, Alabama. Okay. We have a Huntsville that's right next to us.
Yeah, right next to us, like the next town.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do with Dave. Obviously, I already planned on talking to you about a whole bunch of options and ideas that we had to see what your thoughts were. Hippocrates Garden Dave here has become our go-to running all our ideas by to see.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable.
He knows enough about almost everything to where at least more than us.
Yes.
Hey, Rezzy. Yeah, PA is probably cold right now. He said at least you're not in PA right now. It's really cold.
Yeah, no. I'm so glad to not be there.
She still misses California weather, though.
Yeah, I do, but I understand the importance of seasons because, we have to have it to really grow the food that we want.
We're still not there, but the goal, be able to grow all year.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Well, we're going to practice this winter inside with the mushrooms and the hydroponics and see.
Yeah, no, I know, but I want to get the Wallapini, I think it's called, greenhouse, the one that's in the ground.
Oh, yeah. Wallapini, is that the right word, guys?
I think it's Wallapini. I don't know. I'm actually pretty good with concrete. It's just it's killer on my back. Dan actually taught me pretty well. That was his trade. He taught me how the different consistencies, and I pretty much hit it every time.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. Didn't turn out too bad today. Then it says it's going to rain. I'm like, crap. So hopefully, I covered it with some really thick plastic. So hopefully, it doesn't get like waterlogged or mess it up. But
can you get out from between my legs, please, madam?
Sally?
Yeah, she's like wedging herself slowly in there. If you can see her right here.
Vertical and on her feet. She's on her feet all the time. She works. She's been working how many days straight? Well,
I had 4 days off in November.
She had 4 days off in November. That's one of the reasons why, some of the videos have been lacking in consistency. It's been a little bit crazy here.
Yeah, winter's also one of the hardest times at the rescue because, the strays accumulate throughout the year and a lot of the people look after their neighborhood stray or whatever, and then when it starts to get below freezing temperatures,
You take them all in.
yeah, we bring them in to get them off the street and not so they're freezing, so we get overwhelmed pretty quickly. And plus we've taken in a couple hoarding cases and we had a lot of medical, so it's been just a crazy winter so far there.
Yeah. But
So we got these great hoodies.
yeah, turn around. Check it out. Moku Mutts Rescue Center. Got her position on the front too.
My name, I love it.
You like this format, James? I do too. I like the vertical. It's a little bit more just kind of like impromptu, kind of just hang out with everybody, have a little chat.
Yeah, it's easier to like manage when you can just pop on and
Yeah.
just get in there and have a quick chat with everybody instead of having to set up a whole thing. Remember when we used to do our lives from like the garden or something, and we'd have all that equipment and have to take it all out
We'd have
there,
the
have
microphone.
everything all plugged in, and rocking the microphone and making sure the wind wasn't blowing. And
Right.
good golly.
The big next to the fence, an hour later, come back was so there.
No, Resi, hot. Back up. Hot, hot, hot. This chair's getting really hot.
Which fan? Like by your property? Yeah, the thumbs up. Jess was asking too. She wasn't sure how to do
push
it.
the 3 dots. There's 3 dots on there somewhere, and then it gives you the option at like in that 3 dots to push a like. And I think you can like maybe double tap the screen. I thought I saw maybe a light go up that way, but hard to tell.
Oh, luckily no injury. Yeah, poor horse. Thank God it was all right.
You cannot
Well,
fit there.
she fits all the time. But anyway, the YouTube just came out with this vertical format, so I assume that it'll see upgrades as in the coming weeks, months, years, as they're figuring this new format out. And us as well.
Yeah, but I like it.
I like it.
Yeah. More small. We fit in here nicely on the screen.
Yeah. Just
he's pushed himself so far forward because Sally has wedged himself on the back of the chair and is sitting back there behind him on the chair.
she wants to be a part of it. It's fine. You know what Jess has seen a lot, Dave? What a monster buck. Well, I guess not a monster. What did you say? An 8-point?
Yeah, but he was real wide.
Yeah.
He had like a real nice. He was nice
Rack.
and wide. He was running through a field, and his neck and head were perfectly still, and his legs were going so fast. But he just looked it looked awesome.
Majestic.
You know, you could just see from the neck up, so it looked like just this still thing going through the woods or through the pasture. But it was awesome. Yeah, I saw him yesterday morning.
Yeah. Cool.
But it was super cold. It was right at freezing yesterday,
And they're smart. Everyone around here's hunting, so.
Yeah, they're moving all over the place.
Moving all over. Next time we do it live, I'm not going to do it right next to the wood stove.
I used to be an avid hunter. I hunted my whole life growing up. As I've gotten older, I've gotten a little softer. Now it'll only be if I'm starving.
You say hamburger helper?
What?
I don't know. James said hamburger helper. Talking about the poor deer?
Sean's a lot softer than me, though, when it comes to it.
Yeah, no. I find them just to be beautiful. If someone hunts and brings me one, I'll gladly process it and put it in the freezer. But the whole aspect of the hunt is not, it's not my thing. Unless I have to. If I have to, I will. But I just look at them as beautiful animals. I know. I'm a wuss when it comes to that. We were over at a friend's house who has a bunch of pigs, and they raise pigs, and they have this little cute little piglet that everyone was holding and loving on, and I'm holding and loving on, and the person whose pig it was kind of like, oh yeah, she's gonna be good eating when we eat her. And I was like, you're gonna eat her? And then then he went on to explain, yeah, every animal on my property is for food. We give them a good life. They don't know it happens when it does happen, and then they serve their purpose. But we give them a really good life up until that point. And I kind of understood that at that point. I was like, yeah, you're right. But still, it was such a cute little piglet. I didn't. I was like, no, I'll take her home. She won't let me though. Yeah.
No.
We're coming up on 4 years now, off grid, right?
Yeah.
When will
April.
April will be 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Just crazy.
It's like the fastest 4 years
It has been really fast,
I
honestly.
think that we've had.
Yeah.
Feels like time's just going faster and faster.
Since we've been married, we've kind of like bounced around. Like we never really stayed in one place all that long. I mean, we were in Los Angeles for a while, but different parts, you know? Like our life changed up a lot while there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it's crazy there and expensive.
Yeah.
And the rent rules change it's a weird place.
Yeah. All right,
But we traveled a lot before that too. And then we traveled after that.
Pond status.
It's frozen.
Yeah, it's going to be a ice rink soon. But I still have to have the levee built up, the dam wall built up about 5 more foot so that it fills up more, and then I really have to get in there and do some of the shoreline management because I'm getting erosion, which is causing the water to have the micro clay or the suspended clay in it. So we're not having clear water, and that's just because of the water running down and erosion, and it doesn't settle that easily. So I'm going to pump that out, clear it, raise the levee and the dam wall, and then do some shoreline maintenance so that we stop having all this erosion.
No, it's hot too. The arm of this chair is super hot.
We definitely are not in the same place we were 4 years ago. That's for sure. We have grown a lot in so many ways. I'm actually kind of proud of us. And there's Barnaby.
What are you jumping on me for, guy? Barnaby loves to come up when you're not looking and just like wham into your back.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna hit right to my face.
Yeah, we're still paying off the land still. We own it, but it's contract for deed. We're friends with the company as well. They're really good people. Landstruck. It's owner finance, I guess is what it is. But we have 20 acres and another, how many years?
Like, I can't
20,
remember.
26 years. The plan is to pay it off as soon as possible.
Yeah, we're not trying to make it last 30 years.
No. Yeah, I remember you have been. I remember you from the beginning. Get back to bed, they said.
Okay, I'm done.
No, you're not.
It's
right.
warm.
It feels.
That chair is very hot, so be careful.
That's all right. That's why I pushed this in a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, check out Landstruck. Someone else. They have a bunch of properties for sale in Tennessee, if that's where you're looking. They have some out in, it's called Linden, I believe, and they have some right on the Kentucky Lake, which are really pretty properties too.
Yeah, we like Landstruck. We like working with them.
Yeah,
Good people.
they're good people. I wouldn't like tell people to go through them if they weren't, but they've been amazing to us and really good to us.
And many others.
And many others. Well, yeah, not just us. I'm just speaking from our experience. Anyway,
I'm going back to lay down.
get you some elderberry vitamins. She's taking something right now called Immunicore, which is like prescription grade vitamins and immune boosters.
And
Mushrooms, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's vitamins, minerals, and mushrooms.
Vitamins, minerals, and mushrooms. It really does help. If you take it, it drastically decreases the amount of time you're sick. And then for me, if I take it ahead of time, it prevents me from getting sick a lot of times. Hey, Cora. Sambuca elderberry gummies. We have a lot of elderberry here. We planted I want to say close to 40 elderberry bushes, and we have one right by the pond that we didn't take down.
Mature ones.
Huh?
We have 3 mature ones.
And we have 3 mature ones. So we actually harvested a ton of elderberry this year. We put it in our fridge, and then I forget what happened. We didn't have power for a few days, or yeah, I think the fridge went bad, and they just went bad and turned to mush. So next year we'll do better. Panama City, Florida.
Yeah, cooler freezer isn't the way to keep things frozen long term.
No.
You open it too much.
Yeah. The cooler freezer was not good to freeze things long term, she was saying. Hopefully I can get this freezer and fridge fixed. I'm going to make a post on Facebook for the local area if there's any kind of repairman that can come take a look at it, see if it's worth saving. If not, we'll just have to get a new one, which sucks because it was a pain in the butt to get in here. Never been to Panama City, but I used to live in a place called Stewart, Florida. Yeah, I covered it though pretty good, James. I think it's going to be fine. It had 7 hours, I think. When it was all poured, it had 7 hours to sit and set before the rain was going to hit, and it's covered, so I think we'll be okay. Plus, I bermed up it there. To level it, I leveled the pillar or the forms that I built instead of leveling the whole area, and I kind of bermed it up so that any water that comes off the hill will just go around it. You went hot tent camping. Where was that at? What is hot tent camping, actually? Is it just a tent with a wood stove in it? Which is basically what this is.
Imagine a sweat hut.
A sweat hut, you think?
Like a sweat tent with a dry heat inside.
That's what this is. It's in the summertime.
Yeah.
This is a giant tent. You should just stop calling it a geodesic dome and just be like, we live in a giant tent. Because that's what it is. Huh?
It's a dome tent.
It's a dome tent. No, you're good, James. I knew what you were talking about. Etheridge, Tennessee. I'm not sure where that is.
I keep trying to scroll up on the chat and I keep scrolling out the video to the next one.
It's all right. Snoring Sally.
Yeah, she's out.
Her eyes are open. She's just chilling with me, though. So does everybody else like this format? I know James said he did. This is kind of... I like the vertical. Feels so much more just personal. Feels like the TikTok live. On concrete and an antenna tower base. Yeah. Wow. You have a lot to do there, sounds like, Dave. Puppers are doing good. Rezzy the other day was playing outside and she tore her nail back. Split it, so we're trying to let it. I don't know. Jess knows what she's doing with that one.
She's on antibiotics. She won't keep a bandage on.
No, she won't keep the bandage on. Even she put the bitter bandage so they wouldn't bite it and rip it off, but she still got it off. Is Etheridge on the western side? Central? Yeah, it looks painful. It's all the way back to her paw, so it's the live tissue there, so we can't really cut it. We just have to protect it.
Until it dies and falls off.
Oh, an Amish community. Cool. We have one of those right next to us in a place called Deer Lodge. Hey, Pink Panther. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud. Oh. Other than that, really looks like we're going to get all these projects done, Jess.
We got goals this winter.
We got goals this winter, and motivation is there. After we built this counter, from scratch, and we were like, hell yeah, we can do this. Just north of Lar. I believe it or I don't know much about the Tennessee area. They just actually forced me off of the mountain today because I hadn't left our property in how long?
Over 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. I didn't leave the property at all. And she was like, "That's I actually had to take her to work today because I had to get our water tank was frozen the other day when I tried to do the concrete when we had a little break in temperature, and I was just frustrated. So I just went to a buddy's house and filled up a bunch of water jugs so that I didn't have a problem. And I was like, when was the last time I actually left our property? And it's been a while. It's kind of weird. I didn't know how to act in public anymore. The only problem with the countertop is because it's right in front of the wood stove. Like we have to build a heat barrier on one section of it because the heat is causing a little bit of a problem. It's created a bubble with some of the epoxy, but we're gonna get some tile and just tile the section right in front of the wood stove because the rest of it's perfect, fine. At least we think that's what's causing that.
Yeah, definitely. That's where it gets the hardest.
That's where that's where it gets the hottest. Oh, you're in Lawrenceburg, okay. Or you're from Lawrenceburg?
Does nothing for the pipes, James.
Huh?
The pipes in the spigot area freezes even if you keep the water moving in the tank.
Yeah, the pipes are what froze. But what we could do, Jess, is get that tape that heats up that you plug in,
Right.
and it'll keep it when it freezes. It'll.
Because we have the power for that now.
We have the power for that now, so there's an option. But we could keep the tanks something where it agitates it so it doesn't freeze. Yes, Jan, that's actually a great idea, and we have the plans to do that. That'll all be when we plumb and get everything. I honestly, I'm wondering if the fill tank underneath, if we could just kind of eliminate that and have uh, the pipe come straight from the rainwater collection holding tanks up there straight into the pump. I don't know. It's a little bit of thinking of doing that. Pipe insulation. There's a lot we could do. Hello, Donna. You're in summer, aren't you? Lucky. In Australia. They're in summer right now, right? Yeah. You have that for your water? Works great? Awesome. I saw them on TikTok shop, I think. They were really cheap. Wonder if they're here on YouTube as well in the shop thing. You can check it out. But I saw it was like 100-foot that plugs in and it'll keep the pipes from freezing or keep it just above freezing. The pump would be here, so the water would be coming into it, so the pump would just go right into the dome. But we could also put two pumps in line with each other if we had a problem with pressure. Somewhat Medicine,ville. I'm not sure where that is. I should probably start learning the areas around me, but again, I rarely leave the property, and when I do, it's usually one or two. There's two towns that I go to, Wartburg and Oneida. That's pretty much it. Yeah, the catchment's gravity fed to the dome, so that could go right into the pipe. Hey, Batty Baxter, how you doing? You got snow today? We had our first snow 5 days ago, but it was just a dusting. I'm sure you guys are getting like hammered up there. I see New York is up, like upstate New York was getting hammered. So yeah, I got a message. We got lucky, honestly. where our property is on top of the mountain, we're at the very end. There's no other properties behind us or around us in the back. And since we're up on the mountain, we can look off from the dome off in the distance and see the cell phone tower. As far as it is, we can have a direct line of sight to it. So we have excellent service just because where our property is. You go to our neighbor's property right next to us, and it's garbage. They don't have any service. So we got actually really lucky. Perfect for being content creators. Okay, so close to Knoxville. I've only been to Knoxville once in 4 years, and it's only an hour away. Yeah, we have that pump and pressure tank too. So I'm hoping that alone will work for the water to the sink and to the shower. That's all and to the little washing machine we got. That's another thing I'm ready for. Ready for the shower to be indoors. So we have to stop because we unhooked it for the wintertime so it wouldn't bust like our last one did. So we're back to hippie bathing it. We are in Morgan County, Scott County. We're on we're in Scott County. We're like right over the county line, but our mailing address is Morgan County. But we pay Scott County taxes. Mount Eagle, no clue. Can you look at how far is Mount Eagle from us, Jess? You don't know.
Are you using me to be here?
Yes, you are. You're what's the guy, the Jamie from Joe Rogan? Jamie. Jess is the person in the background doing all the looking up.
2 hours and 56 minutes.
3 hours away. His Mount Eagle is 3 hours away from us. Oh, we're still going. Cool. Well, this is actually kind of fun. I like this live. I think we'll try and do more of these. So we have, like I said, we have a lot planned that we're going to be doing. We have a lot of things that we need to get caught up on. We are, yeah, I love Rogan. I like conversations with interesting people. And he's not the only one I watch. I watch a lot like him, but yeah, North Carolina, we're pretty much right on the Kentucky border, like 45 minutes from the Kentucky border. Jordan Peterson. Whoa, Sally. I mean, I have watched him. I wouldn't say that I'm a avid watcher of his, but I mean, he definitely has some good things. I like a lot of his motivational stuff. I'm trying to think, what was that other one? We watch a lot of Kill Tony. That's that's something that we never miss an episode. That is Jess and I's Monday night. Every Monday night we are watching Kill Tony. It's so funny. Well, right on. I think I'm going to end this. I am cooking next to this wood stove. It has been one of those long days where I got a lot accomplished.
I gotta be at work at 5.
Jessica has to be at work at 5 in the morning tomorrow for spay and neuter day, which but you're coming up on your days off, so unsubscribe. Yeah, I watch them as well. But you can be assured that there will be a video on Sunday that will be pretty awesome, actually. I'm pretty proud of how it's coming along. Wait, what's that, Clinton? Do you want to say something?
Chicken or beef ramen.
Chicken or beef ramen.
Always, I like beef, but I like both.
Jessie eats beef, but she'll eat both. I don't mind either or. See you later, Tammy. I didn't even know you were still here. That was a long lunch. Oh no, we're getting slammed with the rain here shortly. That's why I did the live earlier than normal, because once the rain starts hitting the outside of this dome, you can't hear anything. You wouldn't have been able to hear me talking, so I tried to do a little earlier. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. We will be seeing you on Sunday. I'll be posting some shorts throughout the week. And again, keep growing, everyone. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a great night.